Well, hello. I think I'm a little low. Before I get complaints that I'm too low. Um, Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. And I want to thank all those people on Facebook sending the birthday greetings and wishes. Thanks to all of you. It actually does mean a lot to me. Every one of you. It does. It shows people, first of all, take the time to respond to it. Second, that it feels like people care to do it. And it's humbling, but it means a lot to me. I value that. It may be insignificant or whatever to some, but to me, I value that. That's just me, though. So I want to thank all those folks on Facebook, every one of you. It's very nice of you. There's too many to go through all the names, plus some names I like to keep private that are in there. But again, thank you to all of you. Enough of the birthday stuff. It's just another day. It gets a little, like later, yeah. Mom and I. But I did my physical therapy this morning. Well, thank you, Daryl. And I'm actually doing way better. They evaluated me on range of motion. I've definitely made some progress with my shoulder, but there's still strengthening to do. So, but all in all, good results. And how he tested it, they moved my arm in every freaking direction to see the range. Like when pain hits, there's really only one place now that the pain is felt severely. And he said it's the worst one. It is usually like the last one that really is difficult, and the strengthening. And that's lifting my arm, which I don't have much range that way, from the side up. I'm already in pain right here. Where I'm not going to do any higher, because then I'll be really in a lot of pain. So that's as high as I can do my arm without feeling pain. But this range is gone. Forward, very slight, but then again, I did therapy this morning, so there's going to be some pain. This is gone. This is discomfort. So it's getting better. It's a slow process, but at least there's progress. That's the main thing. So, slowly but surely. Anyway, that was a nice launch yesterday. That was cool. Let me just get all this up. All these pop-outs. And thankfully, the weather has calmed down for many of us, including me. Although we didn't get the bad storms, but Jersey did. Jersey had 2 tornado warnings. I was like, all right, Daryl, thank you. And you have a great one. And don't forget, get Teams. I already transferred all my contacts. I don't know if I'll be doing any drinking, though. Coffee, yes. But thank you. And you have a great one. And thank you for giving me the heads up on stuff. He always keeps me, anything that's coming like space related, he always lets me know. And if it wasn't for him, I would say 90% of the time telling me, I wouldn't even know. Now, when I'm in chat, people sometimes mention, do you know that this is happening? But really, Daryl is the one that keeps me on point to update it. Like, there's a launch. There's a couple other people, but he has a personal connection with me for years. it's easier for him to get his message to me if he really wants to. And he does. He does. Oh, my man, stop.
Where are the sausages?
In the freezer. I need paper towel.
In the omelet.
Are you nuts? I made a sandwich in the sandwich maker. Are you kidding me? It's so easy.
With the sausages?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you make it for me?
Did you not just eat a little while ago?
No,
Yes, you did.
no.
Ma, you had 4 shrimp rolls. What are you talking about? I've seen you eat them.
That's really stop, Billy. Come on, please. That's a little
Thunder snow. Whoa.
appetizer.
Usually when you have thunder snow, it's a low pressure, meaning that it's intense.
I'm not moving from
It's an
here till
intense
you make
system.
that for me.
I just started being live. You're going to have to wait a while now.
No, I'm not.
I'm not getting up now, and I'm live. I can't go over there and cook because it takes
It
takes time. It takes time, because I got to make the sausage separate, the English muffin separate, the egg separate, and then put it all together. It's not as easy as you think.
So what the hell did you get into this now?
Because I'm live right now. It's my birthday. That's why.
But then why don't you?
You're going to have to wait. Eat more shrimp rolls for now.
No, I'm not.
So then you're going to have to wait.
For how long?
An hour?
Oh, fuck you.
Because, Ma, please, I'm live. I told you about that. I tell her about that mouth, that foul language. You got to stop that. I don't do that when I'm on a certain platform because
Tell me so I could do it myself.
no, you can't use the machine by yourself.
Come on. I'll do it myself.
She can't.
I'm not a child.
She can't do it. It's not gonna happen.
I'm hungry.
It's just happening on my birthday. She's gonna have to wait. For you, what is this, Daryl? The Beatles. I can't listen to it though right now because I'm on certain platforms. I'll get hit, but I know what you sent. The birthday song. Amanda would have done something like that. Look, if you want to make an omelet for yourself, get a frying pan, scramble some eggs, put the sausage in the frying pan first, let that cook, and then put the egg in there and scramble it all together, and you got an omelet. There you go. But you got to make the sausage first. And then you put the eggs in there, put a little butter or olive oil, and then I give up. I give up. And I'm getting a lot of private messages too, which is cool. But again, thanks to everybody on Facebook. All of you. I mean, it was overwhelming. I was in the physical therapy office and I'm seeing all these birthday wishes on Facebook. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was expecting 3. And then multiply that by like 15. I was like, whoa, what happened here? But it was cool. So I want to thank all of you. Good. Somebody's trying to call her. Get her distracted. Get away. Oh my God. Well, doesn't matter. I'll wait. I'll wait for a little while. Oh, it's coming from all angles today. They're still coming in. Now, if I'm live right now, you've already probably sent me a Facebook thing, but maybe some of you are watching now and doing it. This is not like to put any pressure on anybody that now I've got to do it. No. I'm just thanking all those that did on Facebook because we're streaming to my Facebook right now. I need to close this door. This won't stop today. Mom, close my door, please. I'm live.
Where are the sausages?
In the white refrigerator freezer.
Huh?
In the white refrigerator freezer. Not the black fridge, the white fridge.
The white fish?
Yes, freezer. Close the door, please.
All right.
She thinks I'm working. Good. Let her keep think I'm working. Then she won't bother me. If she thinks I'm just chilling out streaming, then she will. But if it's work, she stays away. I'm working. I'll be working till 8 o'clock tonight. Stay away. I'm bad, I know. But, yeah, it's just another day. Like I said, physical therapy, which was actually awesome. It's painful in the beginning, but once I start like doing a lot of the exercises they tell me to do for the shoulder, then I'm like, oh, this feels pretty good, actually. I know. That's what I'm saying, James. People are seeing me stream and they say, oh shit, it's his birthday. I'm watching the phone. I'm getting a few as I'm streaming. It's coming through. So I'm getting hit all for hours. It hasn't stopped, which is, like I said, awesome. And I thank everybody. It's like dozens of people are hitting me up. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And it's cool. It's very nice. There's no UAP news that I'm aware of. As of right now. Like new. And even if there was new, what would be new? Another hearing? Another hearing with no documents, photos, videos, evidence, just words? Do you not think that the public is tired of that at this point? And a lot more other people too. Like, oh, that impresses me that this person is now saying it. Who are they? Is it the President of the United States? Is it the Secretary of Defense? Secretary of State? I'll take any of them. Is it them saying it, or is it someone who's retired or was held a certain classification level or a former? It's to the point where unless they back it up with documents, declassify them, and present it, and even in that case, a lot of people ain't going to believe it anyway. But that would be a start. All right, X. Well, she's back. I thought I was going to get a break from work.
No, Billy, I'm just gonna get something. That's it. I don't wanna bother you no more.
I can't work when she's here.
I'm talking to my sister.
I know, but I'm working. I can't talk when
I
you're...
don't wanna bother you no more. I'm not going in there no more, Bill.
I hate to do that, but... Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm not even going to get into it. Allegedly, a ballistic missile was fired at our carrier in the Red Sea. I don't know. That's not confirmed. I don't know if that's true. It came on Telegram. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, she distracts me completely. But I'm just gonna chill, relax today. Did what I had to do already. Went out. So now it's just I'm gonna chill out for my birthday. And depending, might enjoy a couple of apple ciders later. It's coffee now. It's coffee now, but maybe some, I call it apple juice. Let's just call it apple juice later. Maybe. We'll see. See how I feel? I gotta check my fireplace. It's chilly here. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's 50.
Tonight,
I can barely hear it.
low-
Let me do that again. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 27 degrees.
Oh my God! What? I'm putting wood in the fire now. 27 tonight. That's ridiculous. I was gonna say, oh my God, did you just see that behind me? Did you just see that? Did you just see something fly on that across the screen? Or am I hallucinating? There's no responses in chat. Not a taker, not one. Is anybody even watching on Facebook? Maybe I should go check. I am on TikTok, so hello to those who may be watching on TikTok. TikTok's been very active lately, and I want to thank all those on TikTok. Oh my God, look at all those notifications. Oh, Dave, what's happening, Dave? I see Dave. And actually, he was involved in a pretty big documentary himself. I don't do that. I don't like put people out there. I'll just say Dave. Because I don't do that. I don't name drop. Very, very rarely, unless I want to specifically talk about someone like Robert Salas, who's a friend. And yeah, or Travis Walton, who's a friend. You know, like certain people I'll name drop because I can talk to them because, you know, I'm talking from a friend position. And I mean, like, but if, you know, I'm not just going to throw people's names out there. I know, you know, speaking with Travis often, spending time with him, he calls me his assistant. That's how he... Oh, it's my assistant. How you doing, Bill? There's an inside joke on that. But I feel comfortable that I can say Travis Walton. But if it's other people, I'm protecting their identities out of respect to them. Unless they want people to know, like, what they do and all. That's their business, not my place. And I respect that. So... other people, no, I'm kidding. Like my friend Mike, I'll throw him under the bus. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble. But some of us in chat, like James. James, how long have I known you in chat now? How long? It has to be at least a decade. 10 years? It has to be. It might even be more than that. It might be 11, 12. I think I started streaming in 2014. Could have been 13. But I've known you since the beginning. I mean, I remember when your kids were like little. Yeah, right? Like a decade. That's crazy when you think about that. And there's quite a core group like that in here. And that's pretty cool. And I'm not talking... I remember you... That's right. The church. I remember we saw the video of the church and everything years ago. You were in Michigan. That's right. You're in Florida now, right? Like always. You're in Florida. If I remember right. I know a lot of people. Wow. Your daughter's 12 now. And I remember has a little thing. Wow. See? Almost 13. That is crazy. It really is. How time flies. From a baby to a teenager soon. That says it all right there. But Yep. Yes. I remember the funeral home. I thought it was the church. It was. I knew it was something. Well, that's kind of Florida. And we're not talking like people disappear for a couple years then show up. No, it's been consistent for all these years. And it's kind of weird because my life is like the tale of two cities. The old one, which I definitely put behind me and forget about. And then the second chance of life, literally. And like, I don't like to use the word, I'll call it rebirth. It's like a new chapter completely. It's like one book closed, the other one open, and it's like starting from scratch at the beginning. And like there's still, I would say, the denouement. If you have to look that up, you might want to. I learned that in school many years ago from an English teacher. But after that climax, the end point, it's almost like there's still little fragments that exist today from the past life. Because it's like a past life for real. Like, a couple of friends staying in touch, like truly. But not even. It's still very distant. I'm being honest. It's still very distant. But that happens naturally anyway over time because over time people have their own lives, their families, everybody's busy, work, whatever it is. It's only natural. But it's kind of weird because I still am in communication with a couple from the other past life, but it still feels distant. It's hard to explain. I guess some things, when that change happens, it affects it from that point moving forward. It's almost like the pothole that just never gets filled. But at the same time, to be blessed with all the people that I engage with and know today. It's incredible. It's a blessing. It's humbling. It really is. And that's the way I look at it. That's why I was saying when I first started the stream, I wanted to thank all those people on Facebook for putting all their birthday wishes in there, because it does have extra meaning to me. It's not just like I read it. I read everyone, and I like, because I truly do appreciate it. It has more significance to me than just a birthday wish or greeting or whatever. What the heck is this? Oh, okay, they're doing some stuff. I don't remember the story exactly, because that's a long time ago, James. I just remember you showing, I was doing it on Google Maps, and I remember that whole deal, but I don't remember the story. I'm not gonna lie. That's a long time ago. But I do remember pulling up Google Maps to look at exactly what you were talking about. I just don't remember what the story was. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Andy, typical Andy. The kind of messages that you send on Skype that I cannot show on screen. It was a truck. For a second I was like, what was that sound? And not for nothing, like I said, life is an adventure. It really is an adventure. And this has been one heck of a ride the last decade with the UFO, UAP stuff, and getting to meet people and getting to befriend people and meeting people and being part of things. Because it's something I love. This is not, I love this. I loved this since I was a little kid. When I used to tell mom, and I'm not gonna, that something is an alien. I'm not gonna, it was like, what? What are you talking about? Just as to say, a person that had done their confirmation and the communion, it didn't go over well. Until she had an experience in the early 80s. Then things kind of like, okay, now I'm thinking about the things you used to say when you were younger, and it's making me think too now. And that's when everything changed. There were times that, there was one time we were in the Bronx. There were 4 of us in a car. I'll say it by first names. Dom, Chrissy, Pete, may he rest in peace, because we were close when we were young, and myself. And that's exactly how they were seated. It was his Camaro Z28. We were hanging out in the parking lot, where right before this happened, there was a crow being chased in a circle by seagulls. It was the bizarrest thing I ever seen. And if they were around, they would tell you. It was bizarre. They were chasing a crow, a flock of seagulls. So then we seen something in the sky. And we're like, what the hell is that? It wasn't a blimp. Then we followed it. We tried to follow it. And it led us to the park where we hang out. And we were like, what the hell is that? They'll remember this. Chrissy and Dom, at least, would probably remember this. And that's the truth. That really happened. So there was a lot of, we've had a lot of experiences when we were young. Or I should say younger. But that was a different, that's mom with this front door, ring doorbell. She's gonna kill the battery just from going in and out. Because it activates every time. I don't know what she's doing over there. My brother saw someone read. Oh, okay, the story, what happened over there. Now I got it. I follow you, James. I see you. I gotta check the phone. It's gotta be her. And it is Liz. So hello, Liz. And I see Annie. Thank you, Annie. I got busted. But really, truly, it's been, and it's not like it's over. It's been one heck of a ride. So up to this point, just being involved with Pine Bush for the last, I don't know how many years, through ups and downs, through controversial experiences, honestly, because there was one that really upset me, and that's why, ooh, I'm not even getting to the details, but when somebody lies saying you said this or that, and they twist it around so they could tell their boss another story and lie, and then that boss believes what they said against what I'm saying, I'm like, that upset me. Ooh. That was one incident. It was years ago. Keith was there. Keith was my witness. But I guess my witness had no value. And this person flipped it and told that person that I said something totally different. I was like, I never said that. And that was not a good moment, to be honest. But anyway, you're always going to have that. Those controversial moments. But like this year, I can pretty much say I don't know if I'll get in trouble, but this year's Pine Bush is going to be pretty good. With Mark D'Antonio, Mr. Astronomer, Marianne Robb, and Dave Rich with UAPPD. Say that 10 times or 5 times fast. UAPPD. They're going to be doing their presentation there. And Nick Pope is the keynote. And another dear friend, Martin Willis, will be the MC. So it's not a huge event. It's a nice, intimate. I'm going to tell you, I've been to quite a few UFO conferences, both small and large. There's nothing like that smaller one where it's more intimate and it's cool to speak. Because Mark, all of them, they take the time to talk to the people. Mark, I mean, he'll stay there for a half hour talking to everybody. You know who else is like that? Linda Moulton Howe. She addressed every person, and I've seen it in person. She will address everybody's question as long as she can do it. And that's awesome. Some people, they just want to do their thing and run out and not be bothered. Honestly. They're done with their presentation. They might take a couple and then they just rush out. That's everybody's different. I get it. But it's cool to see those that really take the time to interact to the people that traveled, paid, and made a commitment to be there. Because they're here for you. That's the way I look at it. I mean, really, how much of your time is it going to take? 10, 15 minutes? Really? But then you always got to watch out for the clown. And the clown can ruin it for everybody else. Because then the person's just going to say, screw this, I'm out. Because sometimes you get clowns. Sometimes you get things happening where it's downright scary. And if anybody that's watching this that knows me and I know them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. I gotta mute. Anyway, I'm on the phone, an important call. That's why I'm on mute. But I want to say goodbye to Kathy. So, Kathy, don't forget, Paranormal Rangers tonight, Mark's tonight. Is it? No, today's Tuesday. What am I saying? That's tomorrow night. But anyway,
Everybody's thinking it's Wednesday today.
I don't know.
What's going on.
Dude, it's like I'm going crazy. Don't forget about it, though. See you later. I'm muting again. Hold on. Okay, that's done. That's total business. Not related to anything I said. There is actually something I need to call Lance about. Oh, the museum. I gotta call him. Oh. I may have to mute part of this call too. If he picks up. Yeah, happy birthday from the New York Yankees. He's not picking up. It's funny, the Yankee one. Happy birthday from the New York Yankees with a heart emoji. Sending warm wishes on your special day. Yankees. You think understand? See? It's generic, you know. When you're a member of the things, this is the kind of stuff you get. This is not like something because I know somebody. It's just one of those generic things that they know when your birthday is. They send out to their fan club members or whatever the heck. And you'll get that from a lot of things that register your birthday, and you get emails wishing you happy birthday. We have a special gift for you. Would you like to get a discount today? You know, that kind of deal. It's a marketing thing. But that one is nice because it didn't have anything to do with marketing. It's just a straight up greeting. That's cool. It didn't say, make sure to check out Yankees dot whatever for 30% off to buy merchandise on this day. So it was just a straight up greeting, which is kind of unusual. That there was nothing attached. But yeah, I made a fresh pot of coffee, but I could definitely go for another cup. I gotta close this fire door. It's starting to get a little hot coming this way. But another one might put me over the top. Today would have been a nice day to go bike riding if it wasn't so freaking cold. It's gotta be like 51. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 27 degrees.
That got me. 27 tonight. It was 50 earlier. That's why when I guessed 51, I knew it. It was going to be 51. Give it a degree. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But that's too chilly for me to ride a bike. And I wouldn't go out now anyway because it's 2 o'clock. Now, Thursday, they're saying showers, but it's going to be in the 70s. Hold on.
Look for showers, with a high of 74 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 50 degrees.
So Thursday, chance of showers, but 74. So I'll be scoping the radar. And if there's a window for me to go bike riding, I'm going bike riding in that window. Uh-oh. There's Mr. Museum. Give me 5. He'll call me back. I gotta keep him in check. Stop it. You got the AC on? It's 80 there? Oh my gosh. I can't wait till it gets warmer here. And I was doing I did a circle around the property. This is what I do every year, every spring. One needs to be done. Oh, I've got a big one to do. Actually, an animal in 2 places got through my fence. So I got to repair that. One was a gate that opens. They just busted right through it and pushed it. And you're talking maybe a deer or something big, because it's not a little one that does this. This was something big. Probably a deer. Yeah, the pollen is bad for a lot of people right now, James. But there is, maybe I could show you. This has to go. I want to see if I can pull up my Blink cameras. I should be able to. I have 8 of them. 3 Ring doorbell cameras and 8 Blinks. There's 11 cameras outside that cover every inch of this property, including the driveway. That might happen later. I call it apple juice, James, now. That might happen later. Apple juice is possible. No, and bears not now. I can't say that because they're coming out now. Very unlikely a bear. I'm thinking more of a deer. Maybe they tried to jump over the fence and quite didn't make it, and they hit the fence. Could be something like that. But it had to be a big animal. It's not a raccoon. It's not a skunk. Not the damage that was caused. It's impossible. And you could see the force that was used to get through. I don't know if the pool camera is gonna pick this up. I'm gonna try it. And you could see it's a little glitchy right now because this thing is a hog for loading it up. It's a free app that you can get any app off your phone onto the desktop. But it's a hog. And I've got 64 RAM memory. Scam likely. I hate that. I'm waiting for this camera to load. If it loads. Here it goes. Okay. I tried to zoom into full screen. We'll see what happens. There it goes. The backyard is a mess. Oh, shit. Keep it on. It's making me refresh it. Okay, so this is the backyard. You can see I got to do a little cleaning back here. You see all of... Wow. Just as I was going to say it. This app is a pain. It's just one of my blinks. Like I said, I have 8 of them. But there's these willow trees that I planted many years ago. And no matter what I do, they keep growing back. Wow, this thing does not want to load. My gosh, load. But the point is, I cut it like down 3 feet off the ground, the trunk, but it continues to grow. Wow, this thing is really does not want to work. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. What's up, Skywalker? Let me just close this and restart. It's just acting up. But it just grows. And I'm not talking about like a shrub. This thing finds a way to grow upward 10, 20 feet. I had cut this completely at the trunk, 3 feet above the ground. But it finds a way. It's very resilient. This thing will survive anywhere. So I got to go with either a skill saw or a chainsaw, either one. Chainsaw would probably be easier, but you can't do little thin branches with a chainsaw because I'm going to have to take it and shred the whole tops off of this. Because that grows in. One, I don't want it to become trees again. 2, it puts shade on the pool. I don't want that. So this is going to be a big one for me. And the shoulder's still, it's not going to be something that's going to be easy for me. And I do everything by myself. You know the Skywalker. I just built that permanent gazebo in my backyard by myself. Do you know how hard that was? That wasn't easy. To do that by yourself. But I have a tendency not to depend on no one. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. The last thing I want to do is be dependent on someone. So here it is. You see all this? These were cut. You could almost see where I cut them. And they just grow off the sides. Look at this. They're like little trees again. So I got to take a chainsaw and cut it completely across. This whole thing. Oh, there. I'm not even going to bother anymore. Goodbye. So I have a project to do. That's one. As I was walking around the property, and like I said, I got to fix the fence and the gate. 2 gates, actually. 2. They busted. Because the whole property is fenced off. So if they get in through the driveway or somehow, they have to get out. And they force their way out. they're trapped. Unless they go back out through the driveway, if the driveway's open, because right now the driveway's not open. It's gated. So that causes all kinds of issues, especially with animals. For my dog, it's good because he can't get out. But then again, you can't say never, because they find a way. Maybe something I missed. Well, Tycho. And he's smart, so I cannot underestimate what that dog can do or cannot do. Because he's something else. He's a trip. So, let me tell you, and I gotta start working on that pool soon too. Building that gazebo by oneself is not an easy task. And I did that like 3 weeks ago. Let me tell you, putting up a structure like that when there's only one of you is not exactly that easy. Just think about it. How do you put all 4 up each corner with one person? How does that happen? How are you able to put this up one person? You have to think about that. It's not that easy. And I came up with certain ideas and things that worked for me. One, you see that cooler? I have about 5 of them. Different sizes. I took a ladder, a step ladder. I put the cooler on top of the ladder, very carefully, and that held up the top beams so I could connect them. And then I brought another construction thing, and did it for the other side. Now, once I had the 3 corners up, the 4th one is easy. It was getting the first 2, and then the 3rd was the trick. Once you got that, you're in a better spot. But you still, it kind of is still scary. Because if it moves, and the thing is, you cannot screw that in, because it's screwed in with these big bolts into the deck. You can't screw it in because you have to completely set it up before you finally mount it. Because you have to make sure that the legs are straight, that it's not bending in any way. You have to level it. So you cannot bolt it down until you're completely done. So it was interesting building that by myself, I gotta tell you. And so many screws and everything else. But it's done. So it's good. I'm happy. That was a project out of the way. A big one, actually. And you can use 2x4s, 4x4s. They come in handy too. Stand them up, hold it up. I put like a towel so it doesn't scratch. There's always a way. You just got to think, how can I do this? That's like when I built the bike rig. How can I do this? What invention can I make that can make this work? And I built it. And that's how it goes. Like, I could show you a video when I had the tornado here a few years ago, which you guys seen some of that video in the last few days. But you can see what it looked like in front of the house when that happened. Let me see if I find that video. Let me get rid of this because it's going to kill my camera. And there was a nasty deck in front of this house when we bought the house. Nasty. I tried to fix it up a little, but it really had to be changed out. It was really beyond repair. I tried to patch it it didn't work. Matter of fact, Al almost fell through my a few of us because it just gave. That's dangerous. So I said, that's it. I'm gonna have to build a deck. And I think this is the clip. I'm gonna mute it. When we had that storm here. And then you'll see what I mean. It should show the front of my deck here. Oh, no, not yet. This is when I was on the roof when we had the tornado. I'm clearing the debris from a tree that almost destroyed my house. That uprooted on the side. And it came within inches of destroying my house. Literally. So I'm up on the roof. This was like 6 years ago. I'm up there with a chainsaw. That thing came so close to destroying this house. It was... And thank you, Ben. And the thing is, I had put dream catchers around, and Mom swears that protected the house, so there's dream catchers everywhere in this house. Let me skip a little. I'm trying to show you the point of this. If we can get... Oh, there we go. Stop. Oh, my God. Stop. That was the old deck. I had put plywood on it, replaced it, put some tiles. I put this railing here. And I'm on the roof. But this is... You can see the house looks totally different now. It's not even this color. Everything's been changed. But look at this disgusting thing here. Disgusting. So I said, this was shortly thereafter. I said, that's just not sustainable. That's got to go. That's got to go. So by myself, again, by myself. And thank God I did it, because I don't know if my body can handle it now. Highly doubtful, actually, to do it by myself. I decided to build by myself again. I built that deck all by myself. I had to dig it out, level it, build a foundation, put the tile, the plywood, the railings. That was a heck of a job. But I did it all by myself. No help from no one. And that's what I'm talking about. I thought I saw somebody out there. Did you just see that behind me? Did you just see that? Not the smoke. Did you see that thing? All right, I know that's my shadow on that side. Did you see that? Right around there? Something went across the screen? Did you see that, Ben? Or Skywalker? Or James? Everybody got quiet now. Oh, come on. Nobody's biting? I'll have to try again later. I was going to set you up for an April Fool joke, but nobody responded in time, so we'll play it off later. Gotta do it. Gotta do it at some point today. That would have been... You didn't see it because nothing was there. No, don't rewind. It's April Fool. Oh my gosh, now I'm getting the comments. Nothing. I'm gonna rewind. No. Because Ben put, is this an April Fool's joke? And he made me think, oh, wait a minute. I gotta do something now. He's the one that triggered me to do it because he put it in chat. Is this an April Fool's joke? So he made me think about actually doing one. But it didn't work the way I wanted it to, but now it's like weird because you guys are reacting after the fact. Oh, that's just too funny. That's even more funny, actually, the way that worked out. Oh, man. I think I need another cup of coffee. It's 2:30 almost. You know, I used to get that all the time as a kid. Oh, when you were born, the doctors and nurses said to your mom, April Fool. Oh, man, I used to hear it all the time. I got you. Oh, I should have said, oh my God, there's a Trooperilla behind me. Then you would have figured it out, right? Because that's kind of what we call your baby mom. Who the hell would come up with a name like that? Only us, Trooperilla. Oh my God, a silverback and a chupacabra combined. I came up with Trooperilla. Oh, that's too funny. Oh my gosh. I was almost tearing for a second. But I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. Oh, building stuff. You could see when I did the backyard, everything's been painted. Last year I went nuts. Thank God, because I couldn't do it this year. Not with this. I repainted the house. I restained the bricks. There's a new roof. There are solar panels. We did the deck in the backyard. Redid the tiles out front here. I had to rip them all out. I had to rip them all out last year. Jesus! What's going on? Nothing's wrong. Check your email for pinebushmuseum.org because I forwarded you the 2 bios for Marianne and Dave.
Wait, so those are the 2 that are coming to talk that day?
No, hold on. Let me... there is someone. Her name is Alex, and she's freaking awesome. So if you ever want to do a supernatural gallery, you know...
In the fall, absolutely.
All right, I will let her know, and I will get her to eat. Her name is Alex. Just remember, her name is Alex.
I will do my best.
And she is awesome. So I think she would be awesome to have a gallery event at Pine Bush Museum in the fall, like you said.
All right.
So yeah, do your thing. Call me, but just check your email for those bios I sent you.
I saw it.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. All right, so it looks like things are settled in for Pine Bush UFO thing for the 7th. So looks we're solid now.
Yeah. I just gotta get his air. I gotta get.
Yeah, you got to do all that stuff. Yeah.
The hotel I got.
Okay.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, no. Do it. We'll talk about that another time. But do your thing. But we're set. That's the main thing.
All right, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
wait a minute. When do you plan to put this on the website so people can purchase tickets for it? Like, is that something?
Like this week.
Really?
Hold on. I'm still trying to get the shit with the food figured out. So.
Okay, you let me know so I can start talking about it publicly.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be soon.
Okay, cool. All right, have a great one. Call me if you need me.
All right. Thanks, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so Pine Bush is pretty much set. Thank you, V. What's up, Gary? No, it's not Jerry. Hell no, I'm not working on my birthday. Are you nuts? That's why I did a pre-record last night. No way I'm working on my birthday. No way. That's not true because I do have some work to do later. And you can check him out on his YouTube channel. He does, I don't know if he's still doing all those shows that he was doing. Oh my God, my arm. Let me just kill this before my camera dies. Are you still doing all those different... Oh my gosh. I don't know if he's doing all that because I don't want to sing anything. I don't want to say anything and it's wrong. I don't want to go there. Let me just look at drink and draw. What the heck is that? Are you messing with me now? I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Oh, okay, the comic art. Okay. I follow you now. But still, I may have to reopen it. Oh, no, I don't. Hold on. He still does the show with Don Ecker, Doc Matters Radio. And if you really want to see some of the archive stuff, well, we have it. This is all Gary's creation. It's in Spreaker for KGRA. But there he is right there, by the way. That's Gary. Morning coffee with Gary, right there. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff. That's why I asked what he's doing now, because with him it's always evolving because he likes to do a lot of things, actually. He keeps himself very busy. And you could just find him on YouTube. You drink and draw at the same time. What? Now, like 2 weeks ago, I wrote a song while I was live streaming. I wrote the lyrics and created the song. So that wasn't so easy to do, to be honest. I'm live streaming, BSing, and I'm writing a song, the lyrics, and then creating the song with the music as I'm live streaming. Talk about a distraction. Add Momzilla to the equation. It was insane. Do you know who's gonna be on next Monday? Who's gonna be on, Gary? You can't tease me like that. Monday's KGRA show is going to rock next Monday. Thank you, Dagger. Thank you. Who do you got planned for next Monday for the show? Now you got my curiosity, dude. How is it that I'm just kidding. How does it that the program director, has no idea what's going on? I'm the last to find out. I'm just messing around. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. Well, you'll let me know when the time is right. There's a delay. I know this. I get it. It's going to be fun. It always is. For Pine Bush. With the people who stay here. Mark is going to stay over. I just got to keep Tycho away from him. Woody and Petita will be here. Jade will be here. Ronald will not be. Because he can't make that trip. I dare not ask Amanda to come here from Canada at this time. I dare not even go there. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I know Don sent that person my message, but maybe he didn't understand as far as... I'll type it to you in Skype Gary, right now. 'Cause this is private. I'm gonna send you a message right now on Skype. Okay, so that's. I think Don might have got the. Yeah, but remember, I'm not talking about a standalone. The other word. Do you understand? That's why I think Don might have been confused by me. I probably confused Don in the messaging. That's totally my fault. I'm making it more clear. Now you know with more clarity what I was talking about. You need to start using codes. Okay, good. Thank you, Gary, because that is going to be a heck of a show. For Red Panda Koala. He's a very intelligent person. And Manny's on top of stuff too, so because I do listen to the shows. And thank you. I need another cup of coffee. The way this day is going. But yeah, Pine Bush is going to be fun this year. It's going to be small. Small in the house too, which is cool. It's easier to take care of everybody when there's a smaller number. When there's like 12 people here in my house for the Pine Bush, it gets a little difficult for me, especially with the dog. It's like, the good thing about everybody here, this is not like a bed and breakfast. They know that they can make their own food in the morning. You don't ask me. This house is your house. Do what you want. If you want to get up and make coffee, make yourself coffee. Do it yourselves. You don't have to wait for me. And they do. They just do their thing. Now, I do cook. And everybody looks forward to Bill's cooking, I can tell you that. Ask anyone who's been here. That's one thing. But like, I'm not a breakfast person normally. That's a egg McMuffin I made with sausage and cheese. I didn't even eat. All right, later, Gary. He's a really nice guy. He's a veteran. They're actually, Don and Gary are the veterans of the show. And I know that Mark is a big supporter of veterans. And Odie has agreed to come on here. And we're going to talk and have a discussion. And there was somebody else that I said next Saturday. I just can't remember who that person was that's going to come on. And we're going to have a discussion. I forget. Oh! Pavel Ibarra Meda. That does the Psychoactivo show. Which is actually getting really popular. He's going to come and join me, and we're going to discuss how he got interested in UAPs, the research that he's currently doing there, the latest news that he's aware of regarding UAP. It's going to hopefully happen this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll have Pavel on with me for a little while. Like Genghis, if you're here, you know we had Rupert showing all his Star Wars displays a couple of weekends ago. I'm gonna do that on Saturdays. I'm gonna bring somebody on and we'll just hang out. Like right now, I'm waiting for, because he did message me back. And Klaus, if you're watching, thank you for sending me that birthday greeting at 4:43 this morning. He's in the Philippines, so I get it. I'm gonna have to look at what Alice sent me. But I really would like Valerie to come on with me. He's in Russia. He's in St. Petersburg. I would like to see if Valerie wants to join me on a Saturday, a time that works for him. So we'll see. He's a really nice guy. He's working on pyramid stuff now. But he was the UFO, head of the UFO research department in Russia. So maybe we'll get him to talk about the latest of what's going on. Non-political. Strictly on topic. I need to go grab another cup of coffee. Well, you got to remember, you're out west, dude. It's a little harder for you to come all the way, even though Ronald drives from Minnesota, which is like 1,800 miles away. He actually has not missed a Pine Bush. This will be the first time he misses it, because due to his health situation. The guy would drive days just to get here and then drive days to get home. From Minnesota. From his little postal stamp location, because that's what it looks like on a map. I swear it does. Looks like a SimCity project. You think I'm kidding? Would you like to see this? I couldn't stop laughing when I first saw this for myself 10 years ago. It became, and I think it was Jade that came up with the nickname. Somebody came up with that postal stamp. It could have been me. But it was, I couldn't stop laughing. Because it's like Children of the Corn stuff. This looks like it's something out of a movie. And I know exactly where he lives. Mom. Oh, she's still pushing me to cook this breakfast for her. And she ate already. This is too funny. I'm not kidding. This was some kind of a test. It almost looks like it's like a SimCity game that I used to play when I was a little kid. Let me just zoom out first. It's called Jeffers, Minnesota. See that marker? Look what's around it. Nothing but farmland, corn, and more corn. And when you thought there wasn't enough corn, there's more. Then you zoom into where he lives. What the heck is that? In the middle of all of this is that. Like, what the? What? Who decided to build this? I mean, what the heck? And then that's it. What the heck? Whose idea was it to build something like that? Is that crazy? Have you ever seen anything like that before? And I can't even get in there because Google obviously has not gone through here. You can't go. I can get into that road, but you can't get in here. Or here, only here. And it would be almost creepy if you're driving down this road and you're looking for a gas station to refill, And then you say, oh, well, wait a minute, what is this in the middle of nowhere? Let's turn into it. It'd be like a horror movie almost. It's like, why is this one town in the middle of nowhere here? What's going on? That is, and then, like I said, on the other side, there's cornfields. Maybe not on this side, but on his other side, there's cornfields. It's just like bugged out. We're almost done. Ain't much more. I mean, rows and rows. Like I said, this is like some Children of the Corn stuff. What the heck? He knows I mess with him on this all the time. That's why I can do it. I always bust his chops when it comes to this. He even laughs about the postal stamp joke. He gets a kick out of it, actually. So, all in fun, and he knows it. Because it is, come on, admit it. Isn't that bizarre? Is that not bizarre? There's nothing around for miles and miles. Just that one little town. I mean, if you drove by it, you could miss it, that it even existed. Jeffers, population under 500? How many people could actually live in that little place? It's got to be under 500. Oh, heck yeah. You want to talk about nice views? It's got to be definitely dark sky there. There's nothing around them. That's got to be great for a telescope or to view the night sky from that location. Away from houses that might have lights on in front, or street lamps. But from a backyard? I don't think there's no two-story buildings there. I think they're all single. I didn't see anything. I would doubt it. Right? So, it's almost like those Hollywood movies, like the locations where they build a prop town. It almost looks like a prop. Oh my gosh. I can't talk because, there's things that go on everywhere, including here. Like right here. So everywhere has its own unique little thing going on. I don't even want to go there because, there's a house that used to exist on a property next to me. It burnt down. And people get vibes like there's still some paranormal activity going on because of that. And Indian burial ground. There's all kinds of history everywhere. I mean, George Washington headquarters is 7 minutes from here by car. You have a lot of historical places up here. West Point is 20 minutes away, not even, to the south. Yeah, farming town. And there's no doubt. It's self-sustaining most likely in a lot of ways. Genghis, a town like that, it would have to be. It's almost off the grid. You would think they would have enough to sustain, like you said, vegetables, maybe a small farm with cattle. I don't know. All I know is it would be one heck of a trip to go to Walmart, wouldn't it? What happens if you want to... I don't eat that food anymore anyway. If I want to go to McDonald's, where do I got to go? Pizza? There's got to be a pizza place in town. What town do you know that doesn't have a pizzeria? I don't care where you are in in the country. You would think there got to be some kind of a deli, definitely a deli. Pizzeria, maybe? Chinese? I don't know about that. But pizza? A diner? I don't know. But if you don't have it, then you got a heck of a travel to get it. I don't even know if Uber would want to make a delivery out there. Oh my God. Okay, Skywalker, I accept. We'll hang out one day. I'm good with sports too, dude. I can talk sports any day. I mean, and I'm one of those fans that is realistic. If my team is pathetic, my team is pathetic. There's no defending it. Like the New York Giants. Disappointing season, New York Rangers. Disappointing outcome of a World Series, New York Yankees. Oh, he did? He said Uber doesn't exist in his town? Am I surprised? No. And, you know, I watched sports when I was young, and football, the rivalries, Montana, Theismann. I'm not a Jets fan, but, you know, Marino, the certain quarterbacks of the time, even Steve Young, you know. I was a very, very little kid when it was Staubach and Bradshaw. I did go to World Series, many games when I was young. I mean, generally, sports. But, you know, that's the thing. Some fans are just so ridiculous. Like, who could defend those two guys that interfered with Mookie Betts during that World Series game? Who in their right mind could say they could defend what those two clowns did to Mookie Betts that day, that game? That was horrific. They could have hurt him. Like, he could really have gotten injured from that. Because he's moving with his body and they're pulling, literally pulling. Like, I thought they were going to rip the glove off his arm. That's no bueno. That is just not good. And people have to call it out for what it is. So, you know, realistically, like, of course they don't represent all Yankee fans. Of course not. Heck no. You don't stereotype a whole fan base based on two knuckleheads. Never. Because even when I went to games as a kid, especially the playoff or like even the World Series games, if I was in the bleachers, it got rowdy out there. The drinking, because they changed the rules like with the drinking over time, where they cut it off for sales. Not back then. And the rowdiness exists regardless. Now, I don't, you know, I was a little kid when that was going on. But you still have clowns that they're intoxicated and say it's a Yankees Red Sox game. And they start stuff with the other fan because they're a Red Sox fan. That's so ridiculous. And you see that in a lot of sports. The outbreak of stupidity, and I got to be careful how I'm talking because I'm on a certain platform where I have to watch certain words and phrases and language. But it's like, look what happens at some soccer games. I mean, if you really want to talk about a sport that has some insanity with the fans, just look at, let's not even call it soccer. Let's call it football. Because you have to wonder, they do play the sport with the foot. How is football, our American football, called football? I have no idea. But that's besides the point. Oakland Raiders games were tough. But again, this is not any specific sport that has this issue. It's pretty much a lot of different types of sports have these issues with the fans. And I think a lot of it has to do with the alcohol that's being sold during the game. I do. Because people just go overboard. And then there's a lot of people out there that should not drink, and they drink. They should not drink because they turn into Jekyll and Hyde monsters. There are some people that should never drink. Not because it's unhealthy or whatever. It's because they just should never drink. Because they change. And that's the worst. They get nasty, they get angry, they get hostile, and worse, even worse than that. Yeah, oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy, Skywalker. I can't read what you wrote because, like I said, I'm on a certain platform, but I get what you're saying. But you know what? Over the years, I have to say it's not as bad as it was. Honestly. And it's weird because you have organizations helping other organizations, and people may not even know it, but there are charity events like the Yankees will help Red Sox. You would never imagine, but they do. They help the other organization. You could look it up. Charity events. Like, some fans are like angry that the Yankees are leasing out the spring training facility, Steinbrenner Field, to the Tampa Bay Rays. Because, there was some bad blood between the Yankees Rays a few years back where there was stuff on the field. But it's good to see where, despite the rivalry, people could be humane and respectful. And when you need to do the right thing, you do the right thing. There's nothing wrong with competition, the rivalry, all that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what the competitiveness, that's what makes it interesting. That's the sport of it. But when people take that shit to a whole different level, you're ruining it not just for yourself, you're ruining it for everybody around you. And you're ruining it as the image of the fan base everywhere. But generally, I think it has calmed down quite a bit. Except for the two knuckleheads at that Yankee game. And I know that the MLB came down on them for X amount of years or whatever it was that they're sanctioned. They can't go to a game. And, you cannot, make it a lifetime ban. That's just way too harsh. But it still has to send a message. It has to send a message that this is not tolerated. You have to send that message. This will not be tolerated. And I hate to say it, but maybe they're in some way being used as a scapegoat, setting as an example. But it is what it is. And I'm going to tell you, this past football season, and I know he knew it was coming because he heard it. Because he reacted it during an interview. He definitely heard what was going on as far as football fans on how the refs seemed to be babying Mahomes. And he heard it because he says, I'm not going to worry about what's being said. I'm just going to go out there and play my game. Something to that effect. So he knew. He knew what was going on. He knew what the rumbling was. But you can't tell me that did not look fishy this past season if you're a football fan. And seeing how it was just bizarre. Non-calls or calls. Vice versa. It just was what the... And they do this not just with him, to be fair. They actually do this with a few other of the elite quarterbacks as well. It's just not Mahomes. It's a pattern here that is gotta stop. Play the damn game. If, like, oh my God. Don't get me started. When the quarterback crosses over the line of scrimmage and is now a runner, he should be treated just like any running back with the ball. None of this protection exists anymore as quarterback. You are now a running back. Once you cross that line of scrimmage, it's game on. You know the risk. You know that you're running the ball. You know that you are now considered a running back. And you will be tackled accordingly. There's BS about being so soft on that. I don't understand. I mean, they know the risk. And like I said, once they cross that line of scrimmage, you got to protect them when they're in the pocket because, with the concussion protocol and everything else. But then again, my gosh, the slightest touch on them now gets called. It's like, what the hell's going on? He barely touched him, and they called a foul. Personal foul, roughing the passer. I'm like, what the hell did they do? They didn't even barely touch him, and they called roughing the passer? They didn't even touch him. All right, James, have a great one. I'm like, I got to rewind. Did I miss something here? And it happened. It actually, during the playoff game, two of the opposing players collided, and they called roughing the passer, and they didn't even touch him. I was like, did they see that? And oh, that's sickening too. It became like a reality TV show. And I think that's what people got fed up to. That's why I think a lot of people were rooting against the Chiefs. It got to be like ridiculous reality TV. It became a spectacle. Not a sporting event, a spectacle. From a true, like a raw fan perspective, this is the game of football. This is a sport, not a spectacle. That's why I love hockey. Hockey is grind. There is no, it's just the purity of the game. And it's intense. Now, a lot of people don't like hockey, but maybe you're not appreciating hockey for the sport it is. It's actually great. How could you, I cannot watch soccer. I find it, for me, extremely boring. I don't, and you have to wonder, because people have short attention spans these days. How do they even sit through that? I can't do it. I find it immensely boring. And yeah, there's a strategy involved, kicking the balls, presenting it to this guy, that guy. It's a story, score goals. The same thing like hockey, passing the puck. But it's faster pace, up and down, very physical at times. And the net is a lot smaller. And they're on ice. And don't get me wrong, it is hard for a goaltender in a soccer game trying to cover that huge area, let's say on a penalty shot. Good luck, you have to guess right. That's what it comes down to. You're guessing right. You're reading something. Or just covering it. I get it. But to me, overall, what a boring game. Alexa, brighten living room light. What are you doing, feeding him?
Okay.
What is that?
Feeding you.
Feeding who?
You.
What do you mean?
An omelet.
I ate.
But I made
Put it in the, wrap it up and put it in the, did you eat?
No.
Take food. What are you doing?
Excuse me, I'm talking to you.
I know, I'm talking to you.
I made this for you.
I know, but eat
Do
some
you
of
want
that.
me to put tomatoes on top of it?
Don't put anything on it.
Just,
Wrap it in aluminum foil.
yes.
I put it in the fridge and I love you and thank you. But I can't eat right now. I'm not hungry.
Okay,
But
okay.
you eat. You eat from there.
Pruébalo, pruébalo.
I'll try it.
Be careful, it's hot.
Good.
You don't want tomato tops?
I don't want anything. I'm not hungry. But I'll eat it later for sure.
Yeah, but
Cover it with aluminum.
do you want me to put some potato? I mean,
No, I'll do the
tomato.
tomatoes fresh later. I'll slice them myself.
All right,
But Mira, eat from there.
I am. I just wanted to.
And then cover it and put it in the fridge.
Yes.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. I couldn't even eat my one egg sandwich. She's bringing me a big plate of food. But anyway, you get the vibe I'm saying. And that's just realistic. For me, at least, that's just my own personal opinion. I used to love tennis. But I remember it with, as a kid, I was into it. The rivalry with McEnroe and Connors. Bjorn, what was his name? Bjorn, I can't remember his name. But there was a lot of awesome tennis players back in that era. And that's what I remember, like growing up to that, the rivalry. Boris, what was his name? Becker, the German tennis player? It was so intense. But that was back then. I don't watch it anymore. I haven't kept up with it. So, but really the primary sports were always baseball, football, and hockey. And I did pay attention to the Knicks when they were the rivalry with the Bulls, and when they were a playoff contending team, when they played Houston, the Rockets. But I'm not that much into the basketball part of it. That would be like last out of the 4. Baseball's 1 for me. Always has been. Alexa, dim living room light.
Okay.
Oh, much better. What's this? Your favorite team? Your hockey's your favorite? Go Sharks. Exactly what you just wrote in chat, Skywalker. Go to an NHL game and you will be hooked. That is so true. Then you really get an appreciation for the sport. I agree with that because it's much more intense in person. No, it's definitely, it's an experience. And that's, I love hockey. I love all of it. The 3. Even though my team is terrible, and I don't even think I watched 5 minutes of a Giants game this past season. Because I knew the whole purpose was really to tank this season and get that draft pick. There were fans saying, don't even win 1. You're going to root for your team to lose so you can get a draft pick. But that's exactly what was going on. And did you see who they signed? They signed Wilson. He's probably going to be the backup to help whoever they pick in the draft as their future quarterback. So Russell will be the one there to tutor this person, I guess. Thank you, Bobby. What's up, Nick? Yes, happy birthday and April Fool's Day. What a combination, right? But they signed Russell. There was rumor that they might go after Rodgers. I said, oh, please, not another New York experiment. So, and the Rangers are done. They're not even going to make the playoffs. So that means this hockey playoffs, I have 0 interest. I couldn't care less who wins the cup. At all. You think I'm going to watch any of those games? No. Not one. And I love hockey. But baseball season is going on. You know, the Yankees with the torpedo bats. Now everybody wants a torpedo bat. Oh, and it's been around. Actually, it's been available for play. There are some players on other teams that use torpedo bats, but this has gotten a lot of attention when the Yankees scored 12, 20 runs. Now it's getting the attention. But there are other players on other teams that use torpedo bats. That's what they call it. And the torpedo bat is really, they do the analytics of the batter and determine where their sweet spot is and makes that part of the bat the sweet spot, let's call it. It's totally legal. And I guarantee every team is scrambling now to do the analytics of their individual players and have a customized bat for each player. For at least, even if they don't decide to use it, but give them the option that it's there on the rack to have a torpedo bat. When the hell are we gonna play a co-op game? Now, just so you know, I am not a big fan of multiplayer at all. Co-op I could do. I'm not a fan of multiplayer games. And there's a multitude of reasons going back many years because I hate people that camp and cheat. It just got me so frustrated I said, I'm never doing this again. That's really where it comes from. I couldn't stand that. You spawn and they're in the same spot, like camping, and I'm gonna, and the downright just cheating, because back then people can hack into the game and give them more abilities, unlimited weapons, all this stuff. I just don't even want to play it anymore because of the bad experience that I had. Cheddar, I'm not into it. I'm not at all. I'd rather play a campaign and do my own thing, like I am right now with Wolfenstein. There are 2-player campaign games we could play. Bobby, tell me, what are the games? Because you know I have so many games, so the chances are, whatever game you say, there's a high probability I have it already. What are the 2 games you're talking about? TK, I'm on TikTok, so I can't repeat certain things. That's why a lot of times I won't read the comments out loud, because I have to be mindful of the content. Which games are you talking about, Bobby? I'm curious now. You must know, because you probably know what games I have, which is a lot. And it has to be, if you're not using Xbox, it has to be a cross-platform game. If you're using PlayStation, make sure it's if you have a PlayStation. If you have Xbox, then it's not a problem. But if you have PlayStation, then you have to make sure the game is cross-platform. Just checking out with Mom. I don't know. I should get another cup of coffee. What time is it? It's early. It's 3:15. Oh, I have a lot of the older Battlefields. You have to see. And it is connected. I have a lot of Xbox 360 games. Stacks. And it is connected. I was playing it last week. I was playing Hawks.
Can I put it here?
What are you putting?
Your stuff.
No. Yeah, and you know what? Give it to me. Yes. Because if it gets in the refrigerator, it
More
loses.
safe, yeah.
Yeah. Did you feed him?
What?
Did you feed this one here?
Yeah, I have to.
He ate him?
You know what it's.
Look at Rocky Steve these cananas.
Watch this. For those that are watching and listening,
The vegetables! Where's the vegetables? Where's the vegetables? It's the vegetables! The vegetables! It's in the vegetables!
I don't want to bother him. It's funny though that he does that. You just got a thunderstorm warning on your phone? Don't you try to pull no April Fool BS on me. The person that's born on April Fool's Day? Are you kidding? You think I'm gonna check that radar? You really think you're gonna get me that way?
Billy,
Even Chuparilla.
Bill,
What?
that $400,
Yes.
that's your gift.
Matt, I'm live right now.
But
No.
I'm saying that's your gift for your birthday.
You don't. I don't believe you. You see? No. Not after everything that I experienced today with April Fools. You think I'm gonna look. And a person that lives in California, no less, even though I know there's a system offshore that's moving directly into Northern California, because I checked the models a few days ago. I don't know if it's still like that. But there is, in my head, in my mind, there is a slight chance that that's true. You know what I mean? Because I did look at the models. So there could be some
And they are.
there could be some truth to that. But do I trust you that it is true on April Fool's Day? I don't know about that.
Tycho's asked, say happy birthday.
I'm better off drinking some black seed oil. All the birds got sad. Oh, dude, you sure it's a thunderstorm? I don't want to say the other one. You know, when the animals act differently, you have to watch about the ground shaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's not a joke. That's an observation.
Okay, Tycho.
That's like. Do you remember when we saw the eclipse? What was it last year? The solar eclipse, the full eclipse. Did you notice what the heck was going on? The birds got confused. The insects even got confused, like thinking it was nighttime coming. Remember? Remember I said, "Oh my God, look at this! The cardinals are coming out," because they thought it was getting dark to eat. You can actually see how the wildlife behavior changes on certain things. They detect it. They sense it. Seriously. Fact. And I know people that have seen the solar eclipse in person knows exactly what I'm talking about. You could actually see the wildlife acting accordingly, thinking that it's getting dark and nighttime is coming. I was like freaking, I was actually checking all that out. I was observing and like, because it's the craziest thing, because it was warm out and the mosquitoes started coming out.
Breaking news, Bill,
Breaking news.
right now.
What's going on?
I don't know, breaking news.
Oh no, that's, you're watching mainstream. But there is some stuff, I can't verify it, but there is some stuff going on in the Middle East region, supposedly today, but I'm not getting into that because I cannot confirm it. Okay, wait, let me see what Chet is saying.
Ay, Dios mío, por Dios.
They would get mad because they saw your name, your username, and they would get mad. I can only imagine.
Take a picture, Bill,
Um,
right now,
no way.
please. Oh,
Get
Tycho,
one of those-
Tycho, stop it. Take a picture.
Which battlefield though?
Take a picture of Tycho.
I don't have my phone.
Well, then get it.
Oh, on your lap like that?
Look at that. And now he thinking.
I'm gonna try to take the picture, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it in time. He's watching me like a hawk.
Yeah.
Let me see if I take it from here and I can zoom in. Oh no, he's making noises at me. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna zoom in. To full screen.
Badu.
Look at the tail.
Marcus.
Oh.
Marcus. Is that the vegetable?
I got it. Good enough.
You took the picture on top of me?
I took a few pictures. You didn't hear him going click, 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 click?
What a little bitch.
No, but are you serious that you...
What Tycho?
I'm gonna time your ass out if, if you're trying to get me to look. I'm kidding. I would not do that. If you were a mole, I might do it. That's another friend that's a pain in the...
Tycho, what the hell do you think?
Is that Northern California? There are storms there. Right on the coastal area, there's definitely some spotty pop-up thunderstorms there. There are. You weren't kidding. They're up north. There's some thunder activity in there. Oh yeah.
He took some paper from the table.
Alright, so napkin. It's just northeast of, well, northeast. Fortuna, and there's one to the east. There's even a little one to the southeast. There's a system coming in. Oh, look at that. Waves of it coming off the Pacific. Interesting. Is that rare for you? Let me look at the rest of the state. Oh, there's more down here. Wow, these are more intense. Oh, yeah. There's some nice cells in there.
Imagine, Billy, that they send this guy
Look at that one.
to another country, El Salvador,
I know, Ma. I'm live right now.
and it was a mistake.
I know. I'm live.
To El Salvador.
Okay, so, yeah. Near San Francisco areas, there's stronger storm activity.
I will sue them.
It's very rare? Wow. How you doing over there, Nick? You dealing with these storms too? Because you're not that far from there. You having any storms in your area in California? He got quiet on me. He's on Twitch. Yeah, yeah. We getting storms off and on. Yeah, they're hit or miss. They're spotty on the radar. But you're getting them. Now, I heard, and I don't know if it was true, that Jersey had either tornado warnings, something was going on in Jersey yesterday. I think there was 2 of them from that front. Nothing here, you know. Let me see if this is what I heard is true.
Imagine this man sent to Salvador.
Mom, I'm live. Oh, yeah. Tornado warning issued in 2 counties. Oh, it's doing an ad blocker. In Middlesex and Monmouth counties. Wow. And this ain't no April Fool's joke. So yeah, there was some nasty weather in Jersey.
That makes me laugh. They send a man to.
Mom, Please stop.
Saying to El Salvador.
All right, yeah, I know you said that already.
A mistake.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I see. I don't know if there was any damage or anything, but there was 2 radar indicated tornadoes in Jersey. Actually, I want to see what battlefields I have. Now that you brought that up, Cheddar. I'm not even sure.
That's messed up.
Uh-oh, what's going on now? Okay, nothing. Okay, that's nothing to do with what I thought. There's some stuff developing overseas. A half hour. There is stuff going on. It's funny that you don't see this, like, this was 2:55 my time, so about 35 minutes ago. U.S. airstrikes on Cameron Island off the coast of Yemen. The aircraft carrier Vinson is now entering the Middle East area. Russia issues a warning from their prime minister. U.S. cargo, when was this posted? This afternoon.
Yeah.
U.S. cargo planes are pouring into the Middle East, signaling a looming escalation. This was at 1:31 today. The U.S. shot down a missile fired from Yemen over Saudi Arabia, which may have been on its way to Israel. So
That is so sad.
there's stuff going on.
This is so fucking sad.
And oh boy. This is from another perspective. Putting this out. This was this morning when I was at physical therapy. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't know if any of this, because this is coming through a platform. And now there's another alert. A large-scale attack on Iran will begin soon, described as the most unprecedented since World War II. Supposedly, that says that was from the source of Israel Channel 14. And then the Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, quote, "We warn against any attacks on Iran's nuclear infrastructure. Bombing Iran's nuclear infrastructure will have repercussions for the entire region," end quote. That was Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then shortly thereafter, allegedly, the Yemenis launched a ballistic. And there's all kinds of stuff coming in right now.
My God.
It's like things are getting crazy over there. Anyway, so the games. I'm going to check that now. I'm curious. We can get rid of that radar. And let's go to my games. Let me close this window. And I gotta make this full screen. Because it's hard to see for me. Projector. Okay.
So many people suffering.
So yeah, the battlefields.
I can see.
I have a few on here. It looks. I have the older ones on 360. Do you know I still haven't played the Call of Duty? That's just insane. I haven't even played it yet. I have not even played this yet. That's crazy. But I'm stuck on this one right now. I'm really stuck on this. I'm having actually the graphics are but it's definitely gory. It's definitely graphic. But I'm enjoying it. It's like, because I used to love this game years ago. Not this game, but Wolfenstein. Used to love it. And just to play it, like this version, whatever it is fun. Because it reminds me of when I used to play it years ago. I have the new Indiana Jones. It's on an external drive waiting to be played. I haven't. All right, wait a minute. Let's go back.
Hey, Bill,
What is it, Ma?
I remember when you were a kid, you wanted to look at the space with the guy, remember from the space? That he had like a thing like a, remember from outer space, they used to look at it, there was a lady there too.
I don't know.
Yeah, oh my god.
I would have to read. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Star Trek?
Yeah. I used to like watching Star Trek as a kid, yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. Star Trek.
Anyway, so to give perspective, and we'll talk. I don't know if I want to waste any of my time on that, to be honest. That was a good game, Banishers. Like, out of the more known games, the more popular games, Call of Duty, no. Cyberpunk, never played it. I own it, never played it.
I think I know the color of my hair, that color. Red.
I still haven't even played some of those.
Red hair.
There's let's go. I'm gonna go right down to Star Wars, I mean. Oh, the list is insane.
Is it on there?
What are you talking about, Ma?
Star Trek, like.
No. I never finished this one. I don't think I ever finished this one. I definitely hardly even started that one. And I still haven't finished this one. That's just in the Star Wars area.
Captain Casino.
That's crazy.
This got his ear like this.
So, it's just, it's like that. It really is. There's so many games here that I have never finished. All the racings are done.
How to get to Sesame Street?
Ma, what are you doing?
That's another one.
But yeah, there's a lot here.
Sesame Street.
A ton, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I want to go game to game and start eliminating them.
I don't think you should.
Oh my God. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I don't know if I want to stop playing a game right now, though. I was just trying to show, but I do want to get to where I was. I want to see where I am. I have no idea. I don't have no sound on. I don't know if I'm going to play this right now. But I just want to see where I'm at, because I don't remember. And this was yesterday, and I can't remember. Oh, now I know. I couldn't. I had just started battling this, and I tried it like 3 times. Obviously, unsuccessful, fail. But I think I got to target the mouth area. with this. So I left off right here. This is gonna be tough taking this out. I know it. It's gonna be tough taking that thing out. But I don't know if I feel like playing the game right now.
Go and eat.
I can't even eat what I have in front of me. And you want me to eat more?
What do you have in front of you?
I had made an egg sandwich with English muffin, cheese, sausage,
Yeah, yeah.
and I only ate half, and it's just sitting there. You know what I should do, Skywalker? You know what I should do, right? If you're still here? It might be time for black seed oil. I think he's panicking on a rare thunderstorm he has right now. At least Nick is calm, but Skywalker's like freaking out that there's a thunderstorm in California that he says is rare. Very rare, actually.
Go to the closet, like I did in Florida.
So he might be in hiding right now.
I'll be in the closet. I did that in Florida.
Yeah, right? Punishing myself on my birthday by drinking black seed oil. I don't know if I'm up for that right now. I think I'm better off with another cup of coffee. It's not like any other day. It's just like any other day, you know what I mean? At least to me. I mean, I could have bought a cake. I'm not into that. I can't eat that. And not for nothing. Let's be real. Let's just be real about this. When you think about it, you know when you're at a party and there's a cake and everybody gets together when the candles are lit? What is wrong with this picture? Can somebody explain to me? I mean, what happens afterward? And I'm like, hell no. There's no way. What is it? What would be a reason why you wouldn't eat a birthday cake with candles on it? It's simple. Think about it. Think about that for a second. Why? I know I won't. It's never gonna happen.
Why?
You don't know?
No.
Come on, Ma.
When they blow the candle?
Yes. And?
I
You
just-
think I'm gonna eat a piece of cake when somebody blows particles when they're blowing out the candles, and then they even do the side thing with their head and blow the whole cake?
That's what I said.
That is gross.
You know what this is here? Like you and me?
Yeah, I want to eat a cake that somebody goes like this on.
Bill.
Hell no.
Bill.
What?
Do you know what this is reminding me now?
What?
Of what? That I'm sitting on the recliner, Ozzy
Oh.
and her son.
Jack?
Uh,
Ozzy's son Jack?
yeah, the conversation that they carry on and his wife, it makes me laugh. because
Yeah, I mean, think about that.
we're doing the
Think
same
about
thing.
blowing on a cake and then eating it.
All the-
That to me just
the
freaks me
saliva.
out. Yeah, anything, yeah. I can't do it.
Me too.
It has nothing personal with the person. I just can't do
But
it.
I can. Me
I won't do it.
I won't do it.
I won't do it.
My stomach is very sensitive.
Like I wouldn't do it to my own cake. If I'm gonna blow, I mean, come on. Find something else.
Or when they put it on your face, they go, yeah. That's
I
what
mean, ew. And it's nothing personal. It's just that I won't do it. Period. Not even my own. I just, there's something about that irks me. That ill.
Or somebody that is
It's
not
like
your
the
friend and do it on
heebie-jeebies.
purpose and say, what do you want, Tycho? Open it for yourself, Tycho. I'm not opening it.
Would any of you, do you people do it in chat? Do you eat a cake when somebody blows? Just please answer the question honestly. That never crossed your mind? You know, when you think about it? No thanks. I'll pass. Just get a portable fan and blow them out. Oh my god. Yeah, but then you gotta worry about that shit stirring up all the dust in the house, and now you got all kinds of dirt on the cake.
Psycho wants to come in.
Let him in.
You get up.
I'm not getting up. You're closer. You get up.
No, I'm like,
Open the door for him. He's barking.
I'm in the recliner.
It never crossed your mind?
Hi, Psycho.
A leaf blower. I mean, maybe there should be a different tradition than candles. You know, make it a little bit more exciting. But then again, it's Make-A-Wish.
Hi. What
There's
is so like?
gotta be another alternative way to make a wish, no?
Don't you guys have better things to do?
No, I'm seriously thinking about this. It's like a leaf blower. Oh my
What
god.
else?
But you can understand the point of view. Okay. But now that I said it, Genghis, be honest. You're not gonna have second thoughts next time? You may have never thought of that before, but will you have now a second thought the next time you're at a party where there's a cake, somebody's blowing out a cake with candles? You're telling me you're not gonna think about that now?
It's true.
Did you see the bad candle? Oh God, no. Oh God, no. I mean, even if you bought a cupcake and just say, listen, this is a special birthday piece just for you. It's separate from the cake. Look, I got this just so we could put all the candles on this, and you could just, it'll be easier for you. You convince them.
Uh-oh.
They'll be more clustered together, and it'll be easier for you to blow them out.
What's going on back there?
It's a fire truck. Actually, that's an ambulance.
Yeah.
And just put that to blow the candles out. Why do you have to blow on the whole cake? We'll give you this little thing. That's
Look
your
at
own.
the Statue of
That's your own
Liberty.
personal. It could have their name on it.
Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Bill.
And it has all the candles on that one little thing. It's special. It's for me. It says my name. I know the big ones say it too, but make it more personal. So then you don't have to blow on the whole damn cake and put all that shit all over the cake. Thank you, C. Genghis, open the door for the poor dog, please. No. That's not the third time he did that. Genghis says
Let me open the
if he witnessed
because that's the baby.
spittle coming out of their mouth when they blew the candles, I'd probably not eat the cake. LOL. Of course you wouldn't. I mean, just think of that.
What happened, Psycho? You can't come in? I tell you.
Nicholas.
Okay, Psycho, come on. Come on in.
Could you imagine that too? It's a real cake and it's phony on April Fool's Day.
Oh shit! You see, when you have this land that it's not in the living room, look, I almost tripped over here. And if I trip here, I will hit that door with the glass.
It's almost like,
Mira pa' allá.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh,
There's a certain horror movie where
come on, Psycho.
the main characters are trying to do something, they're scrambling, and then the bad thing in the movie is like sitting there smiling. Like mom's just said that with the lights, blaming the lights. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. I won't laugh. It's not funny if she trips, but it's like, this happens all the time. If it was a hot, oh boy, we're gonna get in trouble. Cause I'm gonna slip. The way this is going. And that does, there's nothing to blame. There's no apple juice. There's nothing going on. There's just lots of coffee. I'll blame the coffee. It's King's cake. I actually made oh, that sounds like a good idea right now. But I'm gonna try it with caramel, or is it caramel? Creamer. How would you say it? Caramel or caramel? Maybe neither. Maybe it's some other way. Because the New Yorker is going to butcher it. Like I butchered a name yesterday when I was doing the serious weather coverage. And somebody corrected me. And I'm glad. Because I was saying it totally wrong. But go figure. It's a New Yorker saying it. Chances are high. Quite high. Like gyro. People saying, what the hell is a gyro? Gyro. It's not gyro. It's gyro or gyro or whatever the heck they call it. I said, no, in New York it's a gyro. Right, C? C, am I right or not? Is it gyro, yes or no? Would you say gyro? Did you ever say gyro? Don't answer that one. Is it, do they call it gyro in New York as I'm pronouncing it? Yes or no? It's gyro. Like, back in the day, it was like, I always could not get this. When we went to an Italian deli, when you asked for a hero, you got a sandwich on the whole Italian bread. That's a hero. And then I started hearing about this word called subs and hoagies. I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm like, is that a hero? And to me, a lot of it was a club roll. A club roll was considered half a hero. That was what a club roll was. And then you had the round rolls. Seeded, unseeded. Some had sesame. Some had poppy, depending on the roll. But what the hell is this? What is that? What is that called? A hoagie? A sub? That looks kind of small. That's not a hero. Yes, it's my birthday today. You know that. It's what? Rero? Oh, hell no. That's another one. Here's another one. White Castles. Known for many years. Then all of a sudden, a White Castle burger, was it considered a hamburger or cheeseburger, now became a slider? What the heck is a slider? Slider is another name for a White Castle burger. That's exactly what it is. It's a White Castle hamburger. And now White Castle calls it sliders. I was like, what happened? What changed? Where'd this come from? But you know what I'm saying? Exactly. C knows what the is a hoagie. What is a hoagie? I remember when all that was happening. I was like, when I would travel, can I have a hero go to? It says deli, okay? It says deli. You're not familiar. Man, can I get a hero? What's a hero? Oh, you mean Italian bread? It's like, yeah, that. And then pizza slices, New York sliced pizza was like this. No joke, big. And then they went to here. And I'm like, what happened to the pizza slices? Did I miss something? And like calzones, and then they started coming out with this other stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And they still, and it was right after the calzone. It was that long thing. I forgot what they call it. It was good though, but it was new. Calzones was always the thing, and a real calzone is like this big, and it's filled with cheese and whatever. If you put it with meat or peppers and sausage and peppers or whatever, ham, sliced ham. But a calzone was like this, and I would look at some of these places where I go. I'm like, that's a slice of pizza? I don't know like no slice I've ever seen. I mean, even a New York City rat wouldn't have fun with that thing. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I hear you. But, and another thing too, the frozen White Castles are not the same. If you wanted to even try to make it close, first of all, you've got to get the proper sliced pickle. That's one. Two, you're going to have to get some kind of a pan and finely chop onions and saute them and then put it on that White Castle. That's the only way you're going to get even close to having a true White Castle. It's the only way. And they went back in the day, they only used to put one pickle slice. Ketchup, pickle slice, the onions that they fry it with, that they used to it. And that's it, on. But the chopped onions is a big part of it too. Finely chopped onions. Otherwise, it's not a real White Castle. At least that I know of. I can't think of that roll. It's going to drive me nuts all day now. Some kind of roll. Pizza thing. It's like long. It's good though. Make sure to, you know, I do need to do my black seed oil today because I know I'm going to push it. Not even my orange juice. I'm too lazy to get up right now. But I'm already starting to taste it. And it's staring at me right now. It's over there. It's within reach. Oh, it hurts my arm from physical therapy today. Yeah, there it is. See? I even got my spoon ready to go. I was gonna do it. And then I got caught up in this. And I totally forgot to do it. And I can't call mom. God forbid. We don't want to do that. There's many reasons why we won't do that. One is she comes into the room. Two, she's not going to do it anyway because she's going to yell and scream and then come here and confront me on it. Why don't you get up yourself and get your own orange juice? But then I will say, it's my birthday, be nice. Will that be a game changer? I don't think so. What?
Oh my God, you
What
scared
happened?
me. I was gonna do something.
Why is this front door open?
Because I'm going outside.
Don't leave it open tight though, man. That scares me. And you're gonna go like that with a hole in your pants? Look at it. You got a big hole right there. Yeah, look at it. Yes, look. Look at it. April Fool. I got you. I got you. What? Oh, good for her. Great. All right. I got mom. April Fools, got her. I'm good for the day. Let me just do this quick. Mom, don't come in here.
That money was from years ago.
Oh, cool. Listen, close the door.
I am gonna close the door.
Close the door. Oh, and she comes in. Forget about closing the door. Now she's in the room. So you see, it worked in reverse. Stay here all day. Maybe the opposite will happen. It's the way it's going today.
Yeah, he's just saying.
What are you doing?
Looking for one.
It's right there. No, there is none. I don't think.
She said
No,
she-
there isn't. I gotta make them. I'll make it in a few. See you later. Wow.
5,000, that's weird,
See,
isn't it?
go. See you.
Okay. So you wanna do it for me?
I will do it in a few minutes. I have to take some medication.
You're not gonna eat that food that
I will eat it in a little
Where did I
while.
put
I'm
the
not
food?
hungry.
Okay. Did I say I put it in the refrigerator?
No, I have the food right here near me. Yes, I have it covered up with aluminum foil. Close the door. Oh, now I'm gonna have to, I'm right here. Close the door, please.
Mira, este se cree que yo soy un doorman.
I can never understand how hard it is when you leave the room. Close the door. Close the door. That's so difficult. Close the door. What's going on in here? Yeah, I have Battlefield 4. No, it's not just pepperoni rolls. There's a name for those rolls. I could look at my local pizzeria and they have it because they're from Brooklyn. Oh, it's so good to have a pizzeria that has real pizza. They have their menu online, so I could just end this right here, right now. And there it is. Where's the menu? Daily specials. Let me just go to the site. I just had menu. I don't eat this no more because here, look, it even says it. Heroes here. Heroes. Heroes. Not hoagie. Not anything else. Heroes. The way it used to be. And I was talking about that. See, they're even keeping to tradition, which is freaking awesome. That impresses me alone. Heroes. Oh, like it used to be in the old days. Desserts, appetizers. Oh my God. Traditional pizza. Yeah, Sicilian. Give me a real Sicilian. Please, any day. Real Sicilian. Calzone. Stromboli. That's it. Stromboli. That's what it's called. A Stromboli. That was going to drive me nuts all day. That's what it's called. Stromboli. Did they put you in? No. No steroids. No shots, nothing for the shoulder. But for this one, they did. They gave me a shot for this one. Because C was in my house. He's in chat right now. He was here. And I went to the hospital at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like tearing in pain. And he stayed here. My mother was in Florida. Right, C? You were here. You remember that. That was crazy. And he was like, no, he's bullshitting. It was for real. My arm. It was real. And at 4, it was like close to 4 in the morning. I ended up driving myself to the hospital. That's how bad the pain was. I needed something done right away. And that's when I found out I tore the rotator. But, no. Okay, time to do it. I got my orange juice. I didn't bring too much. I almost want to do this. With this stuff. It's like pray. And this is a tablespoon. This ain't no little teaspoon going on. Let's just add to it. I'm all right. The orange juice was the game changer for me. It really became the game changer. This is not as bad as it used to be. Trying to squeeze lemon in your mouth and then doing this was not good enough. But the orange juice kills it. It really works. There was that little aftershock. Yeah, you get used to it. You're all right. I'm going to believe that one. You get used to it. Yeah, with orange juice. You get used to it. That stuff is just brutally nasty, but it's so good for you. Oh my gosh. What's this? Right now I'm moving some of my compatible games to a new flash drive. See, I don't do PC games or Steam. I don't do that. It's all Xbox or nothing for me. And I've got 2 of them. Like I said, I got the 360 games. I got stacks too. Probably up to right there. 2 stacks of Xbox 360 games in that corner over there. I could pull a whole stack right now, and you're just like, what the heck? 360s. It's like that. Matter of fact, I was getting into one of the aircraft games, and it was fun to play. Because I haven't played Xbox 360 in God knows how long. So it's like that. Oh yeah, Nick, definitely bad taste, but great benefits, good benefits trade-off. It's incredible how good black seed oil is for you, for anyone, any age, across the board. It's amazing. That stuff is like amazing. And do I feel a difference? Oh yeah, I do. There's no doubt about it. This stuff is gold. It's liquid gold for your health. I'm not saying that lightly. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it had its benefits. You think I'm going to torture myself drinking that stuff? I just a glutton for punishment? No way. No way. Let's just do it because there could be people watching that never watched. You never know. Let's just run down 18. There's one that says 22. 1, supports immune system. It boosts the immune system. There's a thing called thymoquinone in black seed oil, enhances the body's natural defenses against pathogens. Okay. 2, reduces inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to numerous diseases, including arthritis and heart disease. Black seed oil has potent anti-inflammatory properties that can help alleviate pain and swelling. Research shows it may be effective in managing conditions like rheumatoid arthritis by reducing inflammation markers in the body. It reported significant reduction in joint pain and stiffness. 3, improves skin health. I don't have one. You keep asking.
Because I'm talking to my sister.
Oh my God! Give me 5 minutes? 5 minutes, because I'm reading something and you're disrupting me. 5 minutes, I'll bring it to you. I'll make one for you. Improve skin health. If you're looking for a natural way to enhance your skin's appearance, black seed oil might be the answer. The oil acts as a moisturizer that nourishes the skin, while its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties make it beneficial for treating acne, even psoriasis.
Number 7 too.
4, aids digestion. Struggling with digestive issues, black seed can help. It aids digestion by relieving bloating and constipation while promoting healthy gut function. Its antimicrobial properties combat harmful. She's gonna insist on something and not stop. Where are you? You're on the phone still? Here. Please go. It's good for the digestive system. Supports health, heart health. People that take black seed oil experience significant reductions in blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And there's more information, but I'm just getting to the main points. Enhances brain function. That element that I mentioned earlier, that ingredient, thymoquinone. Research suggests that black seed oil may improve memory and cognitive function. This makes it a potential ally against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Boosts energy and endurance. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Supports respiratory health. For those with respiratory conditions like asthma or bronchitis, black seed oil can be beneficial. Its anti-inflammatory properties help soothe airwaves and reduces symptoms such as coughing and wheezing. So if you have a chest cold, you might want to take some black seed oil. Or if you have asthma. Promotes healthy hair and nails. Supports healthy blood sugar levels. Some studies indicate that it can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce fasting blood sugar levels. It's particularly beneficial for individuals with diabetes or pre-diabetes. This provides a natural way to manage sugar levels effectively. Enhances liver function, supports kidney health, promotes healthy weight management, supports healthy aging, prevents wrinkles. It helps combat oxidative stress, which contributes to aging signs such as wrinkles and fine lines. Promotes healthy pregnancy, enhances oral health. It's incredible. Its antibacterial properties make it effective against oral bacteria that causes cavity and gum disease, helping you maintain good oral hygiene. Swishing with diluted black seed oil can promote fresh breath while fighting off harmful bacteria responsible for dental issues. And the last one, supports healthy sleep. And that's just the 18 on this page. There's other pages that have like 22. There are so many health benefits to black seed oil. Preventative, or if you're experiencing something in those categories. It's unbelievable. It really is. So Skywalker says he hasn't been sick since taking it. His hair and nails grow fast. My blood test came back for the first time. I'm not pre-diabetic. Look at that. So it's helping maintain your A1C, your sugar levels. But remember, these were studies that were done, and every individual is different. You know, there can be different effects to each individual. I'm sure there are side effects, like everything else, taking black seed oil. And there's no guarantees. Like I said, studies have indicated, but it's just study. But there's a lot of positive possibilities. And you say by your example, it works great. I have to say, by doing this for the last couple of weeks now consistently, I feel better. I feel more alert. And yeah, energy. Yes. And that's only the things that I can recognize and identify. Who knows what else is going on? It sure is not working here. It's not working up there, but everywhere else, brain function is a little questionable, but everything else is fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm reading what you guys are writing. Now here's one. A second significant snow and ice storm will visit hard-hit areas of the upper Midwest, northern New England, and southern Canada prior to the end of the week. That just came up on my screen. Oh, heck no. It's spring. I don't want to see a snowflake till winter. 25, 26. I don't want to see a snowflake. I don't want to see any of that. Though tonight it's going down to 27 degrees. What the heck? That's an April Fool's joke before I go to bed. Yeah. Like I said, I do feel a difference, Skywalker. I do. Definitely. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right
52.
now, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit.
I got
Tonight, expect a low of 27 degrees.
it. 27. Oh, it's going to be I'll tell you one thing. It'd be lovely sitting in Yankee Stadium in that weather watching that game tonight when they play the Diamondbacks. Oh, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would even. I mean, I don't know what the temperature will be at game time, but it gets dark at about 7:30. So, New York City's a little warmer than here. Alexa, what's the temperature for Bronx, New York tonight?
Overnight, in the Bronx, New York, you can look for mostly clear skies, with temperatures around 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
You think I'm gonna go sit out in that stadium at 35 degrees freezing to watch a game? I think I might pass. Can I sell my ticket off now? I think I better. I would no way travel to the city, which is a mission on its own. No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I would park and ride because the Metro North takes me to 125th Street. At 125th Street, I walk a few blocks to the number 4 train underground and takes me uptown a couple of stops and I'm at Yankee Stadium. That's how I would do it. I ain't driving into the city. I'm taking mass transit. The train, the Metro North going to the city and coming up is nice. It's a nice train. It's a nice train. It's when I get to New York City and take the New York City subway system that's a little game changer. But there's a lot of Yankee fans because a lot of people do take the subway. So there's a lot of Yankee fans. But then there's always that trip home. Having to walk from Lexington Avenue, 125th Street, a few blocks to get to the Metro North station. I think it's actually one really long block. And then you get to the station. I think it's like one giant block. But the stores, but it's nighttime in Upper Manhattan. Just to leave it at that. But I would do that. But I wouldn't sit in no 35-degree stadium for 9 innings. Freezing? No. I love. I mean, a football game. I mean, there's times when, for a baseball game. No. For a football game, yes. Why that makes a difference, I don't know. I would do it for a football game. I'm not doing it for a baseball game. Sorry. Park at the museum and walk. No, I have a great way to do it. Like I just said, it works perfectly. Because I know the city well. I mean, for Christ's sake, I used to live there. That is the best possible route I could take. Metro North, 125th Street, walk a block, take the train to Yankee Stadium, which is like 1:30, about 3 stops. Wait, Grand Concourse 149th? I think it is 3 stops from there to Yankee Stadium. The number 4 train. So, this is what I'm talking about. I don't even have to put the search thing in there because I know where it is. It's Harlem. And West Harlem. Might be down a little bit. Where's the Metro North? It's gonna be there. Okay. Yes. It's right there. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. I think, yeah, that's it right here, 125th Street. That's the Metro North. Yep. That goes up to me. I would have to walk this. You can't really see it, but see, it's one long block. See it? And right here is the subway. Right there. I was right on the money. And there it is. And that's the 4. I think the 5 splits off. That's really for the, but the 4, 5, and 6 you can take it here, but the 4 is what takes you to Yankee Stadium. So it's literally walking one block, one long one, take the subway, 3 stops to Yankee Stadium. It would be the easiest. Otherwise, the alternative would be to drive into New York City, go to my old neighborhood, because this is the only other alternative, actually, that I would even consider. And I know Mike does it. He doesn't, he takes the subway, I think. I park in the city, in a garage, if it's near the highway. Otherwise, I won't even do that. I just hate driving in New York City. Manhattan. But this would be my drive-in if I was to drive to the city. Then this is exactly what I would do. This is the second best option. I would drive, get off here, off the Hutchison River Parkway, and I would park my car in here somewhere, or definitely closer to here, but parking in here is a little tough. And I would then take the subway, the 6 train, this train here, into to 125th, and then do the other train, switch to another train, and go into the city that way. So I would park in the Upper Bronx, and then travel by train into the city from here. It's the only other way. Really. It's right near 95. And the train's first stop is here. There it is. This is it. Pelham Bay Station. And I would park the car somewhere in here. And the bad thing about parking on these streets in New York City, you know what, your car is never safe in New York City parking on a street. There's a reason why. I don't care where you park it. It's not about vandalism or cars getting stolen. That's not the answer. I'll show you. It's one of the number one things you have to be careful in New York City on streets like this, which I'm actually shocked that people don't have them folded in. These get wiped out. Your rear view mirrors, side mirrors, I'm surprised. See, this one's got this one tucked in. He's got that tucked in. Smart. You better have your mirror tucked in, because those are usually the ones that I'm surprised that this many vehicles don't have them. See, that one's in. That one's in. They're smart. It happens all the time, and they know it. See how they have them in? These are people that probably live there. You could tell the ones that don't, because they don't know better. This is a big, big deal in the city. You lose your mirror. See, they got him in. That's a big freaking problem. As crazy as that sounds, that's true. Now, I don't know if some of it has to do with local kids being stupid and destructive, or, you know, cars getting too, because think of it this way, if there's a double parked car, which happens, how do you get around that double parked car? Real tight. And sometimes they'll take the chance and they'll hit the other car. New York City's really bad to park on a street like that. So I'm like really careful. Oh, I don't ever drink and drive. Never. I don't do that. No way. That's one thing I will not do. I will not take that chance. Ever. Now, if I go to an event, like I did recently, get the let out. I got there at, 5. I went to a bar, hung out with a couple of people that were really cool, and I stopped at 6. I think I had 2 beers, IPAs. I cut myself off. Because now, by the time that alcohol leaves my system, by the end of the concert, which concerts for some stupid reason end at 10:30, like on the nose, right around there. This is what they've been doing. 10:30, it's over. Now, it used to be like 11 back in the day. Or some would even go past that. Now it's like 10:30, it's over. When did this start? Because it wasn't like that years ago. Like 10:30 seems to be like a magic number around here where they stop the concerts. So I have to give myself those hours. That's why I'll get there, I'll have a couple, then no more. Because in those 4 to 5 hours, it's out of my system. I will not take chances. Ever. Let me do this for her. But she's gonna have a fit any second. Let me just roll a couple of cigarettes here. So no drinking and driving. It does kind of stink when you're a designated driver because you can't. But if I was to take total public transportation, I still can't drink and drive because I got my car parked in a lot when I get home. I still have to drive from the lot to my house, so unless I Uber it, which would be probably the best thing. Just get an Uber or a taxi, because they have taxis here. And do it that way. Instead of parking. I'll probably break out even from the parking and paying for a cab. Either way. One more so she don't drive me nuts. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, there's still enough for one more. Actually, this is the last one. Yep. All right. Anyway, so nowhere. And actually, I'm gonna eat for real in a few. Get off of here and at least enjoy my birthday a little bit. Yeah, it might be a city ordinance. It might be. So who knows? It's got to be something maybe with the unions, with the workers working at these events. Who knows what the heck it is? But it's got to be something. But in a way, it's good because a lot of the venues are not close to my house. I have to travel. Like most of the time, it's an hour and a half average to drive to an event from here. That's about the average, hour and a half. If I was to put a median number, hour and a half average to get to a destination that's having the event from here. Because nothing happens here. I have to either go to Connecticut or into the city, or northern New York. Other than that, there's nothing. I can't say that. I saw this guy here, right up the road. And of course I have pictures with him. And he and his wife are just lovely. Again. I think I know where these are. I think. I actually have video of it. Of his event. And you know, I should play it and see if anybody guesses who it is. That might do that. Who the artist is. From what band. Because I filmed some of it. If it's in here. It should be. Yeah, it's in here. Let me play a different clip. There we go. Who is this? Any ideas who that is? Anybody? No idea who that is? The singer? I'll put a picture that I took with him after. Right here. That's actually not a great picture, but it'll work. I took a few, but that's him right there. Do you know what band he used to sing for? The bass player was really good too. That is... I'm waiting to see if anybody puts any responses, guesses. I'll show you who that is. Maybe this picture might work. Well, I don't like that picture. Well, this is the band. I'm trying to see if they put a name to it. They got like newer pictures. Wow. I'm trying to find the band when they were younger. This might be the best one. Right here. This is the band that he was known for. And that's him right here. Living Color. Cult of Personality. That's the singer. And he played in a place 15 minutes up the road. Not even. 12 minutes. Corey Glover. And in that photo was his wife, who's awesome too. They're both awesome. So that's like the closest that anybody plays would be right there. And I'm lucky if they even play there. I don't know if he's still doing any gigs with Living Color. But really nice people. Okay, there's more. So thank you to Richard, my stepmother. Oh my God. There's actually a few coming in. That some people are watching. So Cherie, if you're watching, anybody else on Facebook, and thank you for your wishes, birthday wishes. I'm trying to keep up with them all. Okay, anyway. There's a lot of stuff going on. Baseball. Oh my God, they got Adam back as a relief pitcher. Ottavino. He's active for tonight. Okay, clear. Though I want to see what's going on here. Okay, that's nothing big. Okay, same article. All right, all clear. But yeah, that was Corey Glover. What I'm gonna go do now is actually go chill out and spend some time with mom, little birthday time, and enjoy it instead of sitting here all day. No offense, and maybe be back later because it's almost 5 already. So again, thank you for those wishing me the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Be well, be blessed, be safe, and I'll see everybody in a little while. I'll be back later.